for our final discussion, it's going to be a celebration. We have Ambassador Dr. Lancelot Oduwa Imasuen. He is the visionary behind some of Nollywood's most iconic films, a master storyteller, a trailblazer, a cinematic powerhouse. Now, he's not just a filmmaker, he's a revolutionist who redefined African storytelling on screen with over 3 decades. You hear that? 3 decades. His works transcend borders, capturing the soul of Nigeria with raw authenticity and compelling narratives. From Invasion 1897 to countless groundbreaking productions, Issakaba is one that you definitely would have come in contact with. Now, he continues to shape Nollywood's legacy. It is great to have you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You know, some of you that are listening to this now were not born in 1995 when he started. You know, this is all about the celebration. Tell us, 30 years in this industry so far, the industry has evolved. You've seen different phases. You've seen people come, you've seen people go. You are still here. Just how can you encapsulate your 30 years in Nollywood so far?
Well, we just wanted to be modest. My experience with cinematic work started far back 1988. As a matter of fact,
because you know what? I almost wanted to say, I asked you first to hear from 30. You've been there before this 30. Why 30?
Yeah, no,
you've been there.
I usually say that commercial filmmaking started 30 years ago.
Okay.
But my romance with cinematic work, motion picture, started as far back as 1998, 1988.
88, yes.
And we've been very fortunate, and we give God the glory for the opportunities to have been there. But I want to focus on 30 years behind the Nollywood camera. That's what I'm actually. TVC, I'm going public for the first time, announcing that this year, 2025, marked 30 years of a glorious filmmaking career. So we're starting the celebration here. There's a whole lot that is lined up for the entire year. In the end of the month, we'll be at the Coast City Film Festival. That is tagged Homecoming. You know, quite a number of great movies ascribed to our name were made then in Enugu. Enugu remains a citadel for Nollywood birthing.
Before there was Issakaba.
Yeah. So great films like August Meeting, Last Burial, Ibuka, King of the Forest, all of the Issakaba, all of them were made in Enugu. So the organizers of the festival, they are inviting me to actually kickstart my celebration from that city. That gave me so much, to the extent that I was on set for a particular movie called Die Hard, where Jim Ike started his career as an actor, majorly. We had the governor then, Governor Dr. Chimaroke, stop by on location to see what we're doing. So I just hope that the government of Enugu will actually reminiscence over what that city means to Nollywood, to the African entertainment, the African storytelling, and reclaim what it ought to be today. So with the Coast City Film Festival happening in Enugu this year, deliberately they are marking 5 years. I'm marking 30 years.
Wonderful.
Because major filmmaking in Enugu started around 1998, where the Godos, Aki and Popo, a lot of those.
Many of these people you mentioned, they just go last Berry. I remember Igodo. Igodo for me is the epic of all epics.
All of them were made in Enugu. Great Ijele, Evil Man, all of them, all those guys. I'm here paying tribute to all of those guys that sacrificed their lives, sacrificed their money, sacrificed their blood and sweat to making Nollywood. Who today they've been obliterated. Who today they have been swept away by now we just come and the mentality of this is what is ready now.
Yeah.
Nigeria as a country must begin to pay tribute, honor to those that started. Those that were there, those that saw it, that nurtured it to growth. And we've not had that as a country. People just do their own and go and all of that. There's no system, there's no program that seems to deliberately, intentionally celebrate. We just write down for our anthem, the labor of our heroes past, they will not be in vain.
I understand you very much.
Totally in vain. So I have prized myself. I've said Nollywood most consistent filmmaker. 30 years of consistency, 30 years of having something to say, something to do. 30 years, no 1 year passed by that I've not made a film. Till to this year.
Wow.
When I leave here, I'll go to location to keep the flag flying.
Wonderful.
But there's quite a lot of our colleagues may have just been swept up by the system.
That is
Some
very
are not
true.
meeting up because the dynamics are quite fast.
Yeah.
Quite fast and heavy
They
on the lot of people. A lot of people don't meet up.
They
People
are,
can
they are.
eat. People can. So there's no program because when people came in, brought in a lot, nothing was reserved for tomorrow. There was no. There are programs people did. I was on set with Uncle Lou Jacob sometime, told me that he just received some money paid to him from some of the works he did when he was in England. We don't have such. All those great guys that worked on Igodo, worked on Issakaba, worked on those big last burial, those massive projects. Once it is, you are paid, whatever you are paid, and you are gone, that's the way it is. So I think we should begin to rejig the system to find out how well people can be, so that in time past, when time is past, people can still be called back to get something for the labor they put into life and their profession.
Wow, wonderful. Lancelot, it is an honor to have you, and we are all celebrating with you. So you said it's starting from Coal City Film Festival.
Film Festival, yeah.
When is that? When is that exactly?
Coal City is 27 to 29th.
27 to 29th.
Yes,
Okay.
of March
Of this month.
2025. Yeah,
Wonderful,
take it off from there. They're going to be going forward further in the year. Quite a lot. In Benin, where I come from, they are planning something big. Friends all over the world. Basically, we're holding an event here in Lagos to mark it. And the launch of my book, A Trip in Motion.
You know what happens? When that book comes out, make sure you come here.
Right.
We're going to review that book. We're going to
Yeah.
be talking about that book also.
Right.
And we'll still be celebrating you. Let's head over to the kitchen. We have something that we're prepared for you there.